Okay, great. And let me straighten myself out here. Just knew it, but I didn't want to know it. That's 2 pink lines. So, yeah. I'm pregnant. Good morning again. No makeup. Hold on, boys. It's Wednesday morning, so here's what my bed looks like in the morning. Messy. And is it super cliche? Because I'm gonna wear my Mean Girl shirt. On Wednesdays we wear pink, and it's Wednesday. Look at no stretch marks yet, and I have not. And it's hilarious because with my other 2 pregnancies with the boys, I would like use that over-the-counter lotion, you know, that like cocoa butter lotion, and that's what everybody was always like, oh yeah, cocoa butter, and it's got coconut oil in it. Okay, well, I stopped using lotion about 1.5 years ago, true story, because of all like the chemicals in it. And actually it's hilarious to think that I was rubbing my skin down with all that, because some of the stuff in there actually dries your skin out, and it creates like a perpetual cycle. Ridiculous. And it actually can like denature your skin and break it down. And you think about it and you're like, wait, but that's the opposite of why I'm applying lotion. So I stopped putting lotion on 1.5 years ago. The first few weeks were the hardest, kind of like getting out of that cycle. But now I use coconut oil, rose hip seed oil. It's not like the best brand ever, but that's what I've been using for right now because I've been going through it so fast. I just put a little bit on, and you can mix it with essential oils. Like I put grapefruit on and lavender, which both of those are supposed to kind of help with stretch marks. Just make sure you break it down. Otherwise, I use this really, really good, totally nothing bad for you in it lotion, and I'll show you. That's what I've been not gotten stretch marks. It's for it's supposed to maintain healthy skin and elasticity, and yeah, all the ingredients are completely natural. So whatever, I don't have stretch marks, so I'm not complaining. Everybody's posting all these stories. You like it? Yeah. Everybody else is posting these like intellectual movie quotes, and I'm Ace Ventura on there. Hey, sorry, I wasn't paying attention for a second. So I'm video editing in the chair right now from yesterday's video. The boys went outside. It's like 9:45. And I'm sitting here and my email dings and it's Rob. Ugh. Not like that, not in a bad way. It's not that I'm in about him. I'm just what my email says. I'm kind of mildly not so much freaking out. Oh. Okay. Alright, I'm waiting on a response yet, and I don't even know if I want to get it because it's probably going to make me cry, and I'm going to get all hormonal and upset. So he's getting out, and if you don't know what that means, go look it up somewhere. But he's getting out. Okay, I'm gonna retry this one last time. All right, so Rob emailed me, and a couple of weeks ago, the plan was for because my doctor's going out of town the last weekend in October, which is when my due date is. It's October 31st, and yeah, and we also didn't want her to get too big because with Christopher, I had the shoulder dystocia problem because he was like huge, and so I was gonna have my membrane swept on the 15th, which is next week at my appointment, and Rob was thinking he'd be able to take leave and come up here, and he just found out he's actually getting out on the 28th and can't take leave. And I just got the email here, and it says, he says October 28th will be my last day. I said, oh, so soon? Oh my gosh, wow, that's so exciting. So do you think you'll still be able to take leave on the 15th, or is there a kibosh on that? And he said no leave on the 15th. So then I asked, so probably no leave at all before the 28th? And I'm just like, really? Freaking seriously? I do not want to... Alrighty. Maybe I'll just show you. Do you see it? So this is not a very happy video so far. Okay, so I've been like sitting here waiting for him to message back. That's like one thing you can't get back, you know? So I just really didn't want him to miss that too. So I guess I'm just gonna look at my eyes. My eyes look like so swollen right now. It's terrible. I have the worst cry face ever in the history of the planet. And look at my nose. It instantly just like gets huge. Like when I cry, it's just like. So he said, I said, so you probably no leave before the 28th, and he says no. Leah will just have to wait. So. It's true, like, what are you gonna do? So, she's just gonna have to not come out before the 28th. What a sharp contrast, like, I hate being sad. It's like, I hate it so much. Ugh, I refuse to be sad for longer than, like, 5 minutes at a time. If I'm sad for longer than 5 minutes, it's, like, pretty devastating, because I hate it. Because it doesn't pay. So, okay. That's usually about the typical amount of cry time for me. Like rubbing snot all over. Anyways, okay. Process the emotion. Sad for a little bit, but she just has to stay in, you know? She just has to. She can't come out. Please don't come out before then. Please. Please don't come out. So, we'll just keep her in there till like, you know what's hilarious? I always wanted, in my journal, I wrote that I wanted a baby in the beginning of November. So maybe she'll just be a November baby. Maybe. I could do that. I could keep her in for a long time. I could keep her in longer. I'll just like sit and do nothing. So, no labor vibes here. I'm gonna stop drinking that tea. Because I am. So yeah. Here's my big belly, which I just love. It feels so cute. And here's my lunch in a jar. Yummy. It's my chocolate protein shake, which has actually really helped. It's the vegan. I drink the vegan one because I do. I'm happy. So anyhow, we have about half an hour before we leave for my week 37 appointment. You did? You saw a yellow cow before? Well, good, because the boys got candy.
Yep.
From the receptionist down there, they got trick-or-treat candy.
Because she's
they're so
very,
cute.
very nice.
Ryan, maybe you'll get to listen again. Ooh. Did you find her, Ryan?
Gooey stuff.
Who's
Gooey stuff? That's gel.
what Jello? Why does it have a button?
So it's
There we go.
retractable.
130.
Yay!
What you doing? Guess who I seen the other day?
Did Grandpa come visit you?
I seen Charlie.
You saw Charlie.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, remember when you made me pee my pants when you tickled me? Oh, look in your eyes! Oh my gosh. Yes, I got it. Okay. Anyways, funny story about this song. So, I was driving in the car. Hold on. This song, I was having a super bad day, and it was at a point where I wasn't really sure like what I wanted and or whatever, and I was in the car and we were driving. Okay, go by your brother. And I was thinking about Rob, my husband, and I was just like, you know what, God, I could just really use a sign because I don't even know right now. I don't even know, and I was so confused. And it was right after I found out I was pregnant, and there was a whole whirlwind of everything. And the radio station that I was currently listening to, it just cut out randomly. And no radio stations would play. And I'm like, what the heck? All the radio stations were just like fuzz. And finally I found a radio station and this song came on. And you'll have to go to my YouTube channel, sboell002, and go to the Positive Hits 2 playlist. And this should be the first song. And I listened to the whole thing, and I was just like... So whenever I hear this song, I think of my husband, so... It's very sweet.
Oh.